Good morning, wet shavers, coffee lovers, and podcast listeners everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. It's time for another second cup. So grab a cup of coffee, kick back, relax, put in those earbuds, adjust that speaker volume, and let's talk some wet shaving and a few other things in podcast form. What is Second Cup? Well, Second Cup is a podcast that will give you some additional information that didn't make the Monday morning mailbag deadline. This might be something that is time sensitive. For instance, a sale that could be ending before the next 3 MB hits the airwaves, or a piece of late-breaking information that viewers have passed along that is equally time sensitive, or something else regarding the wet shaving world that needs to be broadcast in a timely fashion. And we'll also have some time to chit-chat and discuss some other things like coffee, movies, streaming shows, books, that sort of thing. So thanks for tuning in to Second Cup. And I hope you subscribe to the podcast, where you can also find episodes of the Monday Morning Mailbag in podcast form. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. We'll get the show underway in just a moment. Thanks for joining me. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the February 23rd, 2026 episode of Second Cup. We're closing out February. March is right around the corner. That's great news because winter is giving us one more big storm, I guess, on the East Coast. Folks on the East Coast are going to have a big nor'easter. It might be happening right now as this is being broadcast. Northeast Ohio is under a winter storm watch. We're expecting some winter weather to roll in. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed. And at the time I'm recording this, it is the intermission period after the second period of the gold medal hockey game between the United States and Canada. It's all tied up 1-1. What a thrilling game going on right now, and we'll probably have that result as we wrap up today's broadcast. But a terrific game going on. And again, we're in the intermission period, which is why I'm sitting down to the microphone. I woke up early to get my breakfast, get my coffee, and turn on the game at 8 a.m. Yeah, absolutely. And we are enjoying a coffee here this morning that I picked up from Aldi. I was at Aldi the other day. This is their breakfast blend, medium roast Keurig cup. Boy, this is terrific. I'm using my Dunkin' Donuts coffee mug that you saw me use this morning on the Monday Morning Mailbag. Hang on, let me get another sip. That's terrific. Man, oh man, that's good. And the thing is, you get 12 of these for, I got the receipt right here. You hear that? You get 12 of these for $4.59, and it's a really nice cup of coffee. And I made it in my Keurig machine this morning, and it's great. And of course, it's a fair trade certified coffee, which is also another bonus for those who want to make those kinds of purchases. But really terrific. It is, again, it's their breakfast blend. Has a kind of a cartoon illustration of I guess that's a rooster right there on the label. So kind of yellow, red kind of a thing. A little bit of blue in there, so you'll know what to look for if you go into your local Aldi store. But it's really just a delightful cup of coffee that comes in at a really nice price point. So enjoying that this morning. And again, we've got the hockey game on right now, and it's been a really exciting game. Both teams really going at it. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. And of course, you already know the outcome. I'm recording this while the game is going on. You already know the outcome. So we'll also have that towards the end of the show. Just in case you missed it. I doubt you did. It's a big game. United States versus Canada for the gold medal in men's hockey. Yeah, very exciting. Great to be with you this morning. Again, hope the weather is agreeable where you're at, because East Coast is going to get clobbered, and over here in Northeast Ohio, we're kind of hoping that we don't get any additional winter storms. Got cold again. It was warm for a while, downright balmy, 60 degrees, and then it got cold again. So not really overly cold, though. It's not sub-zero cold. It's like upper 20s, lower 30s kind of cold. But great weather for a great cup of coffee. And again, the Aldi Breakfast Blend. Keurig cups, really, really terrific. Nice price point, very flavorful. And I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Hang on, let me get another sip here. Yeah, so we got a lot going on this morning. We got weather, we got hockey, we got wet shaving talk. Great to be with you. Hey, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. Let's get the show kicked off in just a moment. But first, let's pay a few bills. Well, this arrived from American Vintage Soap Company just as we were uploading the Monday Morning Mailbag, which is why we created Second Cup, so we can talk about some things that came in right after the deadline. And Robert of American Vintage Soap Company very, very kindly sent right here a shave cream and also a soap puck that they offer online. First up is this wonderful glass jarred shaving cream. This is Fir Needle, F-I-R-N-E-E-D-L-E. Boy, is this a great scent. Hang on. Oh boy. This is perfect to kick off the coming spring season. This is great year round. You get that great outdoors pine woods scent 365 days a year in your shave den. And of course, the performance of these shaving creams are just absolutely wonderful. And I guess you could probably describe their shaving cream as kind of a crope cream, a soft shave soap. Any of those accurately describes the consistency of it. It's very, very good. It's wonderful. It comes in a wonderful, classic-looking glass jar, and put that there, right there. You can kind of hear that right there. And he also sent the aftershave splash, which comes in a really nice, distinct-looking bottle, kind of a rounded, rectangular kind of a bottle. Really, really. That is to say, the sides of it are rounded, rectangular. Not quite a round bottle, a cylinder, kind of a rectangular cylinder kind of a thing. This is great too. And again, we're going to open that up and oh boy, is that great. Wonderful, wonderful scent. Fir Needle, F-I-R-N-E-E-D-L-E from American Vintage Soap Company. Get up to their website at American Vintage Soap Company. Their website is https://avsoapco.com. American Vintage soapcompany.com. That's avsoapco.com. Get up there and you'll see all their great products. He also sent along right here. This is great. This is something that's new on the site. If you go to all of their products, click on upper left products and go to where it says shaving soap. You'll see their glass jar there. Click on that. And you'll see that they have in the drop-down list there, they have the Fir Needle Cream, Sandalwood Cream, Cedarwood Cream, Unscented Cream. Then they have Cedarwood Puck and Sandalwood Puck. Yeah, we happen to have here the Sandalwood Puck that he very kindly sent along. I'm going to open it up. It's wrapped in paper. We'll show that on the Monday Morning Mailbag, but just, I love this sandalwood scent. This is one of the best sandalwood scents on the market, in my humble opinion. We have reviewed the sandalwood shaving cream from American Vintage Soap Company. Very, very good performance. And again, I love the sandalwood scent. And this soap puck has that same great sandalwood scent, and it is a tallow soap puck. Right here on the back, it says here the ingredients of the sandalwood puck are saponified stearic acid, food grade tallow, cold pressed. How about that? So yeah, looking forward to reviewing this one as well. So a big thank you to Robert at American Vintage Soap Company for very kindly sending along the Fir Needle shaving cream and splash, and also the sandalwood shaving soap puck, and allowing me to share with all the viewers out there. We're going to show this on an upcoming 3MB, probably a week from today. No, actually, not probably. It will be. I've already got it in show notes. It will be on the March 2nd, 2026 episode of the Monday Morning Mailbag. Want to show it to you on camera. Great sense, great performance from American Vintage Soap Company. Robert, thanks again very, very much. Well, here's some information in history regarding Personna razor blades. We received this from viewer Bart Buzz. Bart, thank you very, very much. And he wrote, "Good morning, Mark. Watching your Monday morning mailbag this morning reminded me of a conversation I had about the Personna Lab Blue blades some time ago. I can't recall if I shared this with you in the past. All I can say is that the information I received came from an individual who seemed to know a lot more about the Lab Blue history than anyone else. I don't know if I'll ever know the true story, but this one is as close as it gets for me. I've used both the Personna Comfort Coated, aka Lab Blue, and the Personna Med Prep blades. In my experience, I couldn't tell a difference. Best regards, Bart." Bart, thanks very much for this. Really do appreciate it. Here is the Personna Lab Blue story that he attached to his email. And he writes here, Personna Lab Blue story. "You have a different source for information on Lab Blues. My source told me the Personna Comfort Coated blades are the Lab Blues. I forget the gentleman's name, but for what they are worth, here are his comments. Some of them are repetitive because I had follow-up conversations for clarification." Now, this gentleman who wrote this email to Bart kind of he goes through numerically here what the points were. Number one, Accutech Blades is a new company formed when a group of investors purchased Personna Industrial from Edgewell. Industrial, in this case, encompasses products for the medical and scientific industry and products for the beauty barber industry, as well as products irrelevant to wet shavers such as scalpels, carpet cutters, and many others. Accutech also now owns the blade plant in Verona, Virginia, the source of all current production DE blades labeled Made in the USA, as well as a factory in Obregon, Mexico. As far as we can tell, the factory in Mexico does not produce any DE blades currently used in the wet shaving community. The 2015 Personna Industrial, now Accutech, catalogs list 5 different DE blades. Coated oiled blades. Now, when he says oiled here, I don't know if he means they're like a Teflon coated or chromium coated or platinum coated. This gentleman is using coated oiled blades and coated unoiled blades. I'm not entirely sure, again, why he's using that terminology, but we're going to go with it here. Okay, so continuing here. Catalogs list 5 different DE blades. Coated oiled blades, coated unoiled blades, uncoated oiled blades, and coated surgical prep blades. All the coated blades are billed as using Persona's proprietary Comfort coating. The blades we commonly know as Lab Blues are sold in boxes of 100 or 5-pack plastic dispensers and are oiled, Comfort-coated blades. The familiar blue wrappers have recently been replaced with plain white wrappers. The blades we commonly know as Med Preps are surgical prep blades. The catalog description of these blades is nearly identical to that of the Lab Blues, though it does not mention that surgical prep blades are oiled. These blades are stamped for hospital use and have only recently seen a change in packaging, now coming in lighter blue wrappers. The infamous barber blades are likely the uncoated blades, though these are not marketed to either the beauty, salon, or barber industry or as a medical product under the Personna name. They're just available as a bulk product that the company is able to supply. 2. Simply, the Personna Med Preps came in a blue wrapper and the blade labeled for hospital use. Personna Comfort Coated originally came in a blue wrapper and was dubbed by wet shaving fans Lab Blue because they were available in laboratory supply catalogs. The same blade later came in a white wrapper. The part numbers remained the same. Different outer packaging changes were a regular occurrence. Neither the MedPrep nor Comfort Coated in either color package were intended for or marketed to the public. The above-mentioned barber blade was a generic option intended for bulk sales to barber suppliers and more so as a white label commodity available for rebranding, e.g., it is likely that dollar store blades and the silver dispenser are an example. A shaving forum thread deeply dives into that specific story and essentially ties the two by deduction. I cannot comment on how Accutech has continued or not any of the above products in their current rebranding or labeling push. The AccuForge blades are being offered to the shaving community, as far as I know at this point, from a single online shaving store as a continuation of the comfort-coated Lab Blue legacy and are 400% more in price than the Persona-labeled comfort-coated could be had for. The recent situation with Russian production issues, famous well-loved brands going out of business, Paul Silver, Super Iridium, Wizamed, etc., and many productions being moved to China, coupled with endless threads on shaving forums, have exaggerated the Unicore lore status of said unavailable products. This has, of course, brought out the hoarders, YouTube alarmists, price gougers, en masse. The AccuForge saga is right up front in that fray. Whether Accutech addresses and or clarifies this in any official way to the wet shaving community remains to be seen. I consider it unlikely as those sales are a minuscule fraction of their industrial business and would likely be more trouble than it's worth. So there you go. That's kind of a breakdown of what's going on there with Accutech, Lab Blues, Comfort Coated, that sort of thing. Bart, thanks very much for passing along this information. Really do appreciate it. Well, as you probably know, viewer Robert Raw sent in a wonderful review on Seraponificio Veracino's 80th anniversary shave soap. And he sent along this update. We're also going to share this on an upcoming Monday morning mailbag, but I received it just this morning, and I thought, wow, I'm going to share this with everyone because I think it's very informative, and also will share with you another method for creating a lather that Robert came across. And he writes, "Hi, Mark. As you know, I submitted a review of this marvelous soap a few weeks ago. After experimenting with the soap over the past few weeks, I came up with a simple but effective method of application. As I mentioned in my review, I simply added a small amount of water to the tin and simply loaded the brush for about 20 seconds. This method worked fine, but it left the soap quite wet. I was thinking to myself that there must be a better way. As you know, I am a fan of the Phoenix Shaving Cube 2.0 pre-shave. I apply the cube by rubbing this gigantic block all over my already wet face. Then I rub it in with my hands. So I had a brainwave. What if I apply the Saponificio Veracina soap in the same way as the Cube 2.0? Here's what I did. I wet my face and then dried my hands thoroughly. I grabbed the SV soap and rubbed it directly on my wet face. I then took my G5C brush, which was already damp, and began building a lather on my face, not knowing in advance what the results would be. To my surprise, the SV soap built into a fantastic lather as I slowly added water to the brush and worked the lather on my face until it became both dense and slick. On the second and third passes, I simply applied more water to the face via the brush. I found that I didn't have to go back to the puck. Another bonus is that the soap, which was already out of the container, dried quickly as the only surface that got wet was that against my face. So there you have it, my new method for shaving with SV shave soap. Rub it directly on your face and build your lather by continuously adding water. By the way, SV is a very thirsty soap that can handle a lot of water. Just apply water gradually is my advice. Cheers, Robert Ross. Hey, Robert, thank you very, very much for that update. That's great. A lot of viewers will really be interested in giving this a try themselves. Folks, let me know if you have Saponificio Veracino shave soap. And let me know if you try this application lather building method. Inspired by the Cube 2.0 from Phoenix Shaving. Makes a lot of sense. Wow, if I had a puck of this, I would probably do it the same way. However, I do have this sandalwood puck from American Vintage Soap Company, and it appears to be a hard puck. And I also have the Levante shave soap puck, which is triple milled. That is a hard puck. So I might use that to experiment with this method. Robert, thank you again very, very much. As you know, folks, we talked about Levante shaving soap, the triple milled shave soap puck from Bull Goose Shaving on this morning's Monday morning mailbag. Check that out if you missed it. But yeah, a triple milled hard soap puck. So yeah, I might use this particular method that Robert came up with and see how that works with the Levante shaving soap, Asylum Levante triple milled shaving soap. Really, really neat. Robert, thanks again very, very much. And once more, folks, if you try this method, please drop us a line at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and we'll be sure to share those comments with all the viewers out there. Robert, thanks again very, very much. Here's something we wanted to pass along to our friends across the pond from Alpha Shaving Works. The Eclipse DE razor has UK stock. Here it is right here on their product page. The Eclipse is all aluminum and is CNC machined and then anodized. The base plate is a cool gray color and the rest of the razor is jet black. UK shipping is only $4.99 and no taxes. Note, the plus plates are anodized red as per the photo. So check that out. Get over to Alpha Shaving Works if you want an Eclipse aluminum razor from Alpha Shaving Works and you're in the UK. It's not going to cost you a lot of money to have it shipped to your front door. Just $4.99 US and no taxes. I'm not entirely sure what that translates into British pounds, but there you go. From Alpha Shaving Works, the Eclipse DE razor. They've got UK stock. So if you've always wanted one of these, it's not going to cost you a lot to have it shipped. Just $4.99 and no taxes. How about that? Get up to Alpha Shaving Works, check out the product page for the Eclipse DE razor, and let us know if you're across the pond in the UK and you get one of these. Please send in a review and let us know how it shaves for you. Well, we received this update from Sterling Soap Company and wanted to pass it on to you. Their mid-February release is here, along with a bath soap bonanza. And they write here, mid-February 2026 product release. We're over halfway through February, and winter has already started fighting with spring in our neck of the woods. We're celebrating by launching SB 129, Triumph, Hipster, and Lime. For good measure, we're also throwing in Bay Rum body lotion and some more bath soap bonanza scents. And they have all the information here regarding this mid-February release. SB-129. In the future, everything is chrome, Azzaro chrome. Notes of lemon, rosemary, bergamot, neroli, pineapple, jasmine, oak moss, cyclamen, coriander, musk, cedar, sandalwood, cardamom, tonka bean, and rosewood. Only inspired by, not affiliated with, Azzaro Chrome. They got the complete lineup on their website. Check that one out. Here's their next one, Triumph. A manly scent of sea notes, citrus, bay, and a touch of complementary floral notes. Inspired by Paco Rabanne's Invictus. That one sounds wonderful. Well, they both sound wonderful. That one sounds especially good because of the citrus and the bay. I kind of lean towards that. Hipster. He's masculine and perfectly groomed. You can practically feel the softness of his beard, the plaid of his shirt, the strength of his coffee. He is a hipster. This scent boasts of amber, coffee, musk, leather, and wood, and is rounded out by citrus, floral, and vetiver notes. Yeah, hipster, that sounds very, very masculine. And finally, we have lime, made with the highest quality lime essential oil. It's fresh, clean, and guaranteed to make your mouth water. So there you go, some great new scents. Mid-February scents from Sterling Soap Company. Check them out. Get up there and check them all out. Once more, SB-129, Triumph, Hipster, and Lime. And of course, they also offer a Bay Rum body lotion and a bath soap bonanza. So check it out at Sterling Soap Company. Give it a look. We also got this heads up from the Razor Company. They've got a couple of new things brand new at the Razor Company. First up is the Varuk Helical Slant Aluminum Safety Razor. That's spelled capital V-A-R-U-K-H. I believe that's pronounced Varuk. And here's what they have to say about it. The Varuk Helical Slant Aluminum Safety Razor is a precision machined double-edged safety razor designed for efficient cutting and smooth comfort. Featuring a helical slant head with a 0.8 millimeter slant. I think they mean gap. It reads slant, but again, I think they mean gap. I'm not entirely sure. I could be wrong. Anyhow, this razor uses a twisting slant geometry to slice through stubble cleanly while maintaining excellent control. Crafted from anodized aluminum and made in Ukraine, it offers a lightweight yet confident feel that appeals to both experienced wet shavers and those looking to explore slant razors. Now, this one is $99.99 US. It's at the Razor Company. Give it a look. They also offer a complete line of a new shave soap scent, Splash, shave soap, etc. Hags Fleur de Dragoness shaving soap. Now that's spelled D-R-A-G-O-N-E-S. I think that's how it's pronounced. Dragoness or dragons. Not entirely sure, but I'm going to go with Hags, H-A-G-S, Fleur de Dragoness. And here's what they have to say about it. Here are the scent notes. Top notes are pink grapefruit, bergamot, clean soapy sparkle. Heart notes are velvet rose, clean florals, rum sweetness, gentle spice. And the base notes are oud, suede leather, patchouli, ambered woods, musk, and warm tonka oak. How about that? Fleur de Dragoness is Hag's own original scent, created from the ground up in collaboration with the hosts of Shave Masters, Douglas Embry, John Bonham, and Barry Bedford, a Texan Shaves. How about that? So check out that new shave soap and its new scent, exclusive at the Razor Company, from what I can see here, from Hags and the Shave Masters. Give it a look. Well, we promised you an update on the outcome of the gold medal hockey game between the United States and Canada. And here's the final result. USA men's hockey team won in sudden death. Final score 2-1, defeating Canada's men's hockey team. What an exciting game. That was a fantastic game. And regardless of outcome, two great teams on the ice. And of course, Canada was formidable and has always been formidable on the ice. This is their national sport, and they dominate it. So this kind of renews the rivalry between the U.S. and Canada in hockey. And you can bet that Canada is going to come back in 4 years wanting to avenge this loss. And they're going to come back much, much stronger. So look out for Canada's men's hockey team in 4 years at the Winter Olympics, that's for sure. But again, a big win by the U.S. men's hockey team. Congratulations to them. And again, a tip of the hat to Canada's hockey team. You guys are just the best. You're the gold standard worldwide when it comes to playing hockey. No one better. In this particular instance, U.S. team, USA, came through with the goal to win the gold medal. It could have gone either way. That's how close this game was. Almost went either way. Canada almost scored that winning goal. And then shortly thereafter, the U.S. scored. So again, it could have gone either way. Congratulations to the United States men's hockey team on winning gold. And again, a big tip of the hat to Canada for being the gold standard when it comes to hockey worldwide. Now, before I get out of here, I'm going to recommend a movie to you. It's from 2012. It's called Jack Reacher, and it stars Tom Cruise. I may have mentioned this before. However, it came up in conversation the other day with a friend, and we were comparing the Jack Reacher Tom Cruise movie portrayal versus the Prime television series portrayal. And the television series has cast an actor that more closely resembles how the Jack Reacher character is described in the books. Now, I read one Jack Reacher book, the first book, and Jack Reacher is this big guy, 6'5", 220 pounds. I mean, he looks formidable. And Tom Cruise, very physically fit, very athletic looking, but an everyman kind of a look. And I preferred that portrayal of Jack Reacher. Why? Because if I'm a bad guy and I look at Jack Reacher as this big, hulking, 220-pound guy, muscular, he looks like Thor, I'm not going to take a swing at him. I'm not going to chance it. I know the guy is going to destroy me. However, with Tom Cruise, because he has this everyman look, any of the bad guys out there are looking at him and thinking, you know what, I can take him. He's not going to be much. And then all of a sudden they find out how lethal he is. That's why I like that physical portrayal of Jack Reacher. I think it makes more sense. Anyhow, that aside, both of those are very good, engaging Jack Reacher stories. The Jack Reacher movie by Tom Cruise, very good. And of course, I've heard some great things about the Prime television series Jack Reacher. I've seen a few episodes. It is very good as well. I prefer Tom Cruise's portrayal, and I really like this Jack Reacher movie from 2012. Also co-stars Robert Duvall. I thought he was very good in it as well. And it's a great story, a great cast, and I just really enjoyed it. It's a good Tom Cruise movie, and if you're a Jack Reacher fan, just kind of suspend the way the character is supposed to be written and appears in the books, and just let Tom Cruise take you for this ride, because as far as I'm concerned, his portrayal makes a heck of a lot more sense, because they underestimate him because he looks like an everyman. Anyhow, check it out, from 2012, Jack Reacher starring Tom Cruise and Robert Duvall. And that wraps up another Second Cup. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I sure hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, please share, please subscribe, and pass it along to a fellow wet shaver or friend. My thanks to everyone who commented and contributed to today's show, and I mean this sincerely. Without you, this microphone would be silent. If Second Cup or the Monday Morning Mailbag aren't showing up in your regular podcast feed, please drop me a line at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and we'll try to get it all sorted out. So again, thank you all very much. I look forward to getting together with you again on these podcast airwaves. Until then, enjoy the day, enjoy your shave, and enjoy that Second Cup.